What's going on, everybody? You are now tuned in to the Triple M Boxing Channel, your source for all y'all boxing needs. And this weekend, we were blessed with a crazy fight card, man. Let's hop into it. Mr. Saul Canelo Alvarez versus Jaime Munguia.
Unanimous decision, man.
Crazy
I gotta give
fight.
it to GC. George, you were right, bro. You
I
called it.
mean,
You're pretty accurate, but I'll let you go. Go ahead.
I would say like it's hard not to be right when you think Canelo's gonna win. You know, like I just it's crazy. People keep talking about Canelo like, oh, he's ducking Benavidez, this, that. Bro, like the guy has the craziest resume in boxing. And we talked
I
about this
agree.
last time. We talked
agree.
about this before the fight. I'm like, who has names like he does? You know what I mean? Like, and no one can say shit. So when you got a guy like that against a young up and comer, right? Like, it's funny. I heard it. Like, forgot who was saying it, but basically they were comparing it to like the Floyd and Canelo fight. You know, like it was like Munguia's coming of age, but like just showing him like there's some more levels to go, and you know he carried the fight really well. Munguia showed so much heart. I think he earned a lot of fans that night though. Like he showed
Yeah.
like everyone like how much heart he has, like how willing to exchange he is. Like with a guy like Canelo, he was going for it. There was not one point where you thought he was just trying to survive this fight.
No, not
At
even.
no point in that fight did he ever look like he gave up trying to win. He was always gunning for it. He just couldn't find the answer. And that's all credit to Canelo, obviously. But yeah, like great fight. Amazing fight.
Man, that's the experience that we were talking about previous
Yeah.
episode, and we knew that was gonna show. But yeah, hats off to Munguia. This guy came to fight. He got hurt, but guess what he did right after he got hurt? He just went for it, man, and
He kept
kept
going for it.
and he was hitting Canelo. It's weird
Yeah.
that Canelo's chin is just next level. Because if he was to hurt Canelo, then I think that fight would have gone a little differently, where Canelo was more defensive. But it's just
Yeah.
he couldn't hurt him, and every time Canelo hits him, you can see that he was getting hurt.
Yeah. Bro, it's
But-
crazy when you think about it, because Canelo has got a granite chin and flawless defense.
Yeah,
What can you do? And he can bang. So
Jaime had the right game plan too.
yeah,
He
had
was-
exactly.
It's I guess like I said, that's experience, bro. But let me ask you this: how much do you think Jaime Munguia weighed that night? Because that guy looked like Alexander
Oh, he's
Usyk that
big.
fight, man.
He looked big, bro. That was at 168. I'm guessing he came in well over 180. Like,
Yeah.
he looked big. Yeah, like that was a big dude in there, you know?
Like they stood toe to toe. I was like, what the hell, this guy? Because I saw the Bivol fight. We saw the Bivol
Yeah.
fight. Bivol didn't even look that big against Canelo, but this guy just looked huge.
Yeah,
Obviously, it
bro,
didn't
when do
matter.
Mexicans get so big and tall too? Like
That's him.
Yeah, right?
This guy rehydrated pretty good, yeah.
Yeah,
But
he was crazy.
now, hats off to Munguia, man. He did really good. Based on what I saw, man, I was wrong. I thought Canelo was gonna tire out, but I was totally wrong, because I've seen Canelo throw more punches, not more than Munguia, but he's thrown more than what he's used to, and he had to catch and dodge Munguia's
Yeah.
power shots, and Munguia threw hell. He threw a lot
and
of
he was digging for the
flurries.
body too. Like
Oh,
he
he
doing-
was.
yeah.
He
He was
wasn't
doing
just head
everything.
hunting.
Yeah.
So man, that was a brilliant performance by Canelo, man, and he broke him down.
Yeah.
Did I think he carried him? It's kind of hard to say, because Munguia was there, man, and when he was getting hurt, he was punching. So it's like every time Munguia gets hit, he gets off balance anyway. So I don't know if he's hurt or he's just swimming for the fences because he's off balance. But
Fair.
I know you thought Canelo kind of carried him. What do you think, Mark?
Oof. The one thing I want to say is, dude, Canelo's defense is just next level.
Yeah.
Like you guys said, Munguia was throwing bombs, but it was just inches away from actually hitting Canelo. It's all just calculated head movement. He would see a hook come in, whoop, didn't hit him. It looked like it connected, but nope. Once they played the replay,
He
it didn't
absorbs
even
it.
land.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And that's demoralizing for a fighter, you know?
Yeah.
And his tight high guard and his active high guard too. Like, how do you beat that? Yeah, he was throwing a lot of jabs and following up with like hooks right after. Some did land, but he wasn't phased at all. Like Canelo was just poised the whole fight, just relaxed. So I thought, in my honest opinion, the first few rounds, as we expected, Canelo was going to take it slow. Fourth round, he knocked him down. I was like, uh-oh.
That was a switch.
That came a little earlier than I thought. Actually, that came earlier than I thought.
Middle rounds, but that was a switch.
Yeah, literally, that changed the whole game, because now that he was knocked down, Munguia got knocked down, it's like the whole dynamic of the fight just started to sway more towards Canelo. But I do think Canelo carried that whole fight, man. That was beautiful performance, man. Beautiful.
I agree. Well, I mean, I don't know, but it kind of looked like he did, but at the same time, Munguia was there to punch, man. But let me guys ask you this. Based on that performance, where do both fighters go from here? Let's start with Munguia.
GC, you're up.
Okay, I was going to say, like, bro, I think Munguia, he stays at the top. Like, losing to Canelo is not anything for these guys to be, upset over, and they don't need to be starting back square one. I don't think he really needs that big of a tune-up fight. He got knocked down, but it's not like
there.
Yeah, he was there, and he fought a good fight. He's strong, he's tough, he's rugged. I don't think he overall took too much damage in the long run for that fight. I think he bounces back great. Like, I think he's still within the top. He can fight anybody at the 168. He can still make a good run for it, and whatever he wants next, like, there's no rush as well. Like, now that he's got, like, he can, like, here's how I see it. I think, like, Canelo kind of showed the blueprint a little bit for, like, a young star like Jaime Munguia. So now that he's had his Floyd Canelo moment, and now he regroups, he's going to learn some tricks. He's going to, learn to use those tricks in his next couple fights and come out a totally different fighter. And if he does, he really could be the next big thing. Like, to go 12 rounds, and, like, I wouldn't say Canelo had the easiest time with him. It was a competitive fight.
Yep.
Canelo knocked him down. Yes, Canelo was in control mostly with using his defense, and like, let's talk about that defense. Super tight guard. So already, like, he's slick with all his movement and calculated. It's always like a hair. He's making you miss by a hair.
Yeah.
Not wasting any energy. And then when you do get through, he's catching every little shot. So you don't ever land flush. So you can't hurt a guy like that. And if you do land flush, he's got a granite chin.
Exactly.
So I think Munguia learns a lot from this fight, and we're going to see a different version of him, hopefully. And I think he made some good adjustments with Freddie Roach. So we'll see. I think he's got a bright future ahead. And, I mean, he's young. He's just entering his prime. As for Canelo, I know you guys have heard already probably that they're trying to make the Crawford.
Yeah, that's gonna be
Crawford
later.
fight in December over in Saudi Arabia, right?
Yep. That was gonna be like one of our last thing, but yeah, go ahead.
Yeah, I mean, I don't know. I hate. Maybe it's because I'm a big Canelo fan, right? People call me. They can call me whatever, but, like, I just feel like when a guy like Canelo, they always say, oh, he's not fighting so-and-so. He doesn't fight so-and-so. But then he steps up and he fights so-and-so every time. He's fought all these guys. He's got all the biggest names in the game right now. And even past. Like, he fought Miguel Cotto. He fought Lara. He fought Floyd. He fought – who else? Like, you name any big name. Yeah, Triple G 3 times, bro. He beat Kovalev. He fought Bivol. He lost to Bivol. It was competitive still. Like, I think the rematch with him would be good if they find out what weight they want to do it at. But I don't know. Like, I think Canelo, like I said it last time, he's the boss. Yeah. He can choose whatever the hell he wants to do. And right now it seems he's kind of saying, like, at the end of that interview, he was saying, well, if the money makes sense, he'll do it. Because at this point, it's like, truly, what more accolades does he need in the boxing community? Like, yes, everyone keeps saying Benavidez, this and that. But who has Benavidez beat to make everyone suddenly be like, yo, Benavidez is the guy that Canelo needs to beat all of a sudden? Like, yes, we want to see it happen. We want to see that fight. I want to see that fight. But Canelo has earned every right to choose whatever the hell he wants to do, especially for him, like, who 65 pro fights now. I don't think he, like, is he, like, I don't know, like, maybe he is thinking about kind of like starting to slow down a little bit and enjoy what he's got. So I don't know. If it makes money, it makes sense for him, and I'm with it. I'm with it. I don't care either way.
No, I do agree. I think for Munguia, man, I don't think he needs a tune-up. I think he can just get there, fight the top dogs. To be honest, hopefully a Berlanga, an Mbili, an Andre, a Caleb Plant. I don't. Oh yeah. Yes, he took damage, but I don't think he took that like Errol Spence damage, where he definitely needs a year off in a tune-up. He got knocked down, but he was there. Yeah. He fought till the 12th round, right?
Yeah.
Based on Canelo, I do agree with everything that he said. Is he ducking Benavidez? I don't think so, because I don't know if you saw the video. He was telling Benavidez to go in the ring after that fight, and Benavidez just, like, bro, that's the cue.
Yeah,
that's the cue. Go up.
He choked in the moment.
Like, go up, man. He did it. I guess because he already has a fight, and I don't think, you know what I mean. Which I also get. If you're Benavidez, like, okay, I want you, but bro, I got a bit. We can talk about that too, because that guy that he's fighting, Gostic, is way bigger than him. So I think that's the case. But Crawford, man, I'll watch it. But at the same time, all I can say is there's weight classes for a reason. Right? Do I think Crawford's going to win? I don't know. Do I think Canelo's going to win? He's a bigger guy, but that's a different breakdown when it actually happens. But one thing's for sure, that's going to make money. And Canelo already said it. If it makes money, it makes sense.
So much money. So much money.
Might potentially even more than a David Benavidez fight, because Crawford's going to fight again in August. He's probably going to beat him up in a fantastic fashion. And he's already signed with Turkey, so if Turkey makes that happen, man, I'll watch it. But they got to figure out. I think it's all
going to come down to that Crawford fight. How Terrence performs in that fight will show us exactly what we're going to see in December.
Yeah. Well, and he said Crawford already retweeted and reposted. He said there's more coming up, and I think that's really the fight that they're going to make happen. And I don't know. I'll watch it, man. I'll definitely watch it, and we'll see. We'll see how it goes. But what do you think, Mark?
Man, for me, that fight sounds kind of crazy, man. He's jumping up 2 weight classes to fight Canelo?
He will. If that fight will have to be at 160. I don't think Canelo can even go lower than 160.
No, he's not going to come down. No.
And he's the A side. I'm assuming he's the A side.
Yeah, so that's basically Terrence Crawford's walking weight. So he doesn't have to cut no weight or whatever, you know. But I don't know how I feel about that fight. I honestly would like them, but again, who else is he gonna fight at this point? Right? Yeah, there's Benavidez, right? But for me, I would like to see the Benavidez fight. That'd be amazing. Crawford too, I'll watch that all day, right? But for Munguia, I think his next fight should be Caleb Plant.
That's a good fight. That's a great
him versus Caleb Plant. That would be an amazing fight.
Would be punchers. Amazing fight, yeah.
Ooh, man, people would watch that too, because Caleb Plant, man, that guy. I don't know what it is with that guy. He's everywhere. you know,
which is good.
Which is real good. Yeah, he's very smart. But that's the fight I want to see.
And that's a good point too. I agree with 100%. I was gonna say, if he has to choose between those guys like Plant, Berlanga, all of them, I would pick Plant first, because one, Plant is a very skilled boxer. He's a boxer puncher, but he's not as big of a puncher as Berlanga and those guys. So you put him with a guy like Plant, now you can really see if, did he learn anything from that Canelo fight? Is he going to be smart enough? Can he break through someone who's slick and defensive but can punch like Plant? I think that would be a great fight for him, and probably it would definitely sell. And depending on how that fight goes, then it puts Plant back in the equation too. Plant is calling out people, right? So it's a good time for boxing, man. It's a good time.
I agree.
If they make all these fights happen, that's going to be good.
I agree.
But also, I think if Crawford fights Canelo, I think when it comes down to skill, they're probably pretty equal. I would say
Absolutely.
Like, Crawford has proven like he's definitely up there. Like all these, he's super skilled fighter, but when you got two guys equally skilled, the bigger guy will win. The bigger
Yeah.
guy will win, and I just don't see Crawford. Like Crawford's a great puncher. He's accurate, powerful, but will you have that same power at 168 when Canelo has taken big power shots from guys like Kovalev, Bivol, Munguia? Are we really going to think that Crawford is packing a heavier punch than these guys? If so, maybe Crawford is smart enough to get through some of the defense of Canelo and land some clean shots, but is it going to have the effect to keep Canelo off of him? Right?
Jermell
So
Charlo.
that's going to be such a fun fight, though. That's going to be such a fun fight.
It'll sell, man. But hey,
Yeah.
I'll tell you this: they're saying Canelo versus Berlanga. Berlanga already kind of claimed that he already has a fight with Canelo. I'd rather not see that.
Yeah,
That's crazy.
I'd rather, because they're both zone Eddie Hearn, but
Yeah.
I'd rather see a Crawford fight, even though it's it's jumping two weight divisions. But another narrative too is Crawford is probably going to be going for 3-time undisputed. Oh, well, obviously if he fights Canelo, so that's something to reach for. If he wins, then that's history for sure. But
that's why that fight is way more interesting.
Yeah.
Than I would say a Berlanga fight. Berlanga's dangerous for sure, but I don't know. I just don't think he's quite.
Munguia was dangerous too.
Yeah,
I think they should fight. Both of them should fight.
The two of them.
Berlanga, that makes sense.
I think. Munguia, Plant, winner takes Berlanga. That would be fun. That would be fun.
There you go. Yeah, man. There's gonna be more fights, more fights for us to break down. So I can't wait.
Good time for boxing, baby. Let's fucking go.
Bro,
well,
it's a great time.
Right. So let us know what you guys think. Comment in the section below. I know a lot of y'all had a lot to say in the past video, but let us know what you guys think of this fight. And until next time, guys, we are the opposite of in, which is out.